I'm here today with another testing new products. You guys saw in my recent haul that I bought a lot of stuff from Ulta, Sephora, and I wanted to try it out. So today I'm doing a full face of new products. Pretty much everything is new except for bronzer, blush, my lashes, but a lot of stuff is new. Everything on the eyes except for I did add some Stila Gold Goddess glitter because I just needed to like punch it up a bit. But everything else is basically brand new. This is also so exciting because Derma E, you guys have heard me talk about them a lot. I love their skincare. I am on their PR list, but I've never done a partnership with them before. I just happen to like genuinely love a lot of their skincare products, mainly their microderm scrub, their purifying 2-in-1 mask. Those are two of my all-time favorites. There's a lot of other products that I absolutely love from them, but those two are like my holy grail. I have repurchased those many times because I love them so much. They asked if I would like to partner with them on a new video, and I was so excited for a new product that they actually collabed with a Instagrammer. Her Instagram is I Heart Makeup Art, and they came out with a sun protection mineral powder. So today I'm using that as my translucent setting powder. But they say that it protects your skin from harmful UVA, UVB rays. It's infused with antioxidants, green tea, chamomile, and vitamin E, and it helps absorb excess oil, keeping your skin looking fresh. Has SPF 30 in it. So thank you, Derma E, for partnering with me on this video. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna show you how this works in the video. I just kind of use it to set my whole face, and I really liked it. I liked it a lot. It's definitely gonna be a product that goes in my makeup bag to travel with. It's gonna go in my beach bag. I think this is gonna be a fantastic product in the summer because I'm outside a ton with Ethan and we're getting a little puppy. So we're gonna be outside with our little pup. And this is just a great way to reapply your sunscreen throughout the day without making your skin greasy or adding ton of like liquid products. This is gonna be really nice to just kind of buff onto your skin, keep your skin nice and matte and fresh and protected from the sun. So thank you so much, Derma E. And now let's get into the testing new products. The Catrice Light Correcting Serum Primer. Very excited to try this. It's in Candlelight and it says shake well, so we're gonna give it a good shake. It does come in a little like dropper thing like this. I'm excited to try this because I have not tried this yet. Oh, interesting. It's like a kind of pinky white. Oh, it does have it has a scent. What does it smell like? Wow, I can't, you know when you smell something and it like takes you back in time? It smells like something from like my childhood. It smells good though. For my pores, we're gonna try something new. This is just a little sample. The Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfector. I'm actually only putting this in my T-zone. But instead of using my normal Primed and Peachy, I thought I would give this one a go. So we're gonna put that just right here in the T-zone. I've heard really good things about this primer, so I'm really excited to try it. It's just kind of like a peachy tone primer, much like the Benefit Professional, but this feels a little bit different. It's a little bit more silky feeling, less like silicone. Yeah, it feels really nice. The Almay TLC 16-hour makeup, and it's in the shade 160 Naked. And it says it nourishes and protects the skin for 16 hours, won't clog pores, oil-free, and looks like it's freshly applied all day. Now, I just did one full pump. I had quite a few of you guys say that you actually liked this foundation a lot. And a lot of you guys were actually in the same boat as me, that like, you're kind of like bored by Almay, but then slightly intrigued by it at the same time. Like, that's totally how I feel. You guys, guess what? I'm going blonde. I posted some wig photos. I'm on pump 2. I posted some wig photos, which, you know, those wigs are not like the color blonde I would ever do. Not to mention, I would never style my hair like that. So it's kind of hard to tell. Like, I went into a wig store because I wanted to just see, like, I'm naturally blonde. If you've seen photos of my son, that's like my natural hair color. I'm naturally like kind of a sandy blonde color, but I haven't seen my natural hair color since I was, when did I dye my hair the first time? When I was 12. I went to a summer camp and everybody was dyeing their hair. And so I did, and it turned orange. It was so ugly. And then my mom fixed it, and I kind of was like platinum blonde for a really long time. So I haven't been, like, my natural blonde hair in a very, very, very long time. I have been many, many shades of blonde, pretty much every shade of blonde, every shade of brown, black, and now every shade of red, pretty much. And so I've had red hair for 4 years now, and I love it. I think it's extremely flattering with my skin tone, my eye color, and I think it's beautiful. But I also like have not had a change in a long time. My biggest change is that I took my extensions out and I cut my hair short. And now I'm kind of like, oh, okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Because I kind of had this codependency on my long red hair and my extensions, and I didn't like the feeling of like not feeling beautiful if I, for some reason, ever had to take my extensions out. Very like dependent on them, and that kind of scared me because I don't like feeling dependent on like material things like that. So I took them out on a whim and I cut my hair, and I was like, okay, well, I still feel beautiful. I still feel girly with short hair and no extensions. And so that was a good step. And then now I feel like I'm pretty codependent on having red hair because I get a lot of compliments on it. And I don't want to feel like I have to always have red hair in order to like feel good about myself, if that makes sense. So I like to step out of my comfort zone now and again. So I'm going to go blonde. Okay, back to the foundation real quick, and then I'll continue my story. I think it looks beautiful. Like, it gives me the most gorgeous glow to my skin. Like, I have the most healthy glow. Like, it doesn't feel heavy. It looks like, when I look in the mirror, it's a little bit light. I probably could go for a little bit darker shade, but it looks like what I would want my skin to look like if I had no makeup on, if that makes any sense. Like, a little bit of my natural skin still peeks through. It makes my skin look very perfected, but very, very natural, but still had coverage because it covered up a lot of my redness. There's just a little bit of natural skin peeking through, which I'm loving. Some people had some strong opinions about me wanting to dye my hair blonde. Some people were like, yeah, do it, it'd be fun for a change. And then some people were like, no, don't do it. You're just gonna be like everybody else. And I'm like, but I'm not like everybody else. Just because I have blonde hair doesn't make me like everybody else. Yes, I'll have blonde hair, and a lot of other people do too, but I don't know, my identity isn't in my red hair. And I get that it stands out, but I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to switch it up. Derma E Sun Protection Mineral Powder, and it has SPF 30 in it, and it was cool because I watched, her name is Ash, I watched her video on how to use it so that I made sure I was using it correctly. So it's basically like a little translucent powder that you can carry in your purse if you're out and about, out in the sun a lot, and your skin tends to get really greasy. This might be a really great product because it also has the SPF protection. So you open it up and push this down, and it comes with a little brush. So she said to get it started, you tap it on the back of your hand. Okay, I'm getting some powder. And then you just tap and buff it in. And it's supposed to be translucent. It's supposed to mattify. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely noticing on this part of my face is definitely a little bit more matte. I like that this is not particularly messy. You know, it is a translucent powder, but because it's in this brush, it really does kind of stay put. And that's really nice. Like, it didn't add any color, it didn't add any coverage. It just kind of mattified everything, and then you can reapply it throughout the day for added sun protection. So I think this is really cool. It'll be something that I definitely carry in my bag to reduce shine, or we go to the lake a lot, so this would be really nice, especially because I get a little bit shiny, to reapply sunscreen. So I think it looks really nice. It didn't cake up my makeup at all. It just kind of mattified it and set everything down. So really excited. Thank you, Derma E. I love you guys. You guys know that some of their skincare products are like holy grail for me. I've talked about them time and time and time again, and none of those videos were sponsored. So I was really excited to do a partnership sponsored video with Derma E. And now let's get into the rest of the trying new products. We have a ton here. From Model's Own, I've tried a few things of theirs. This is their Barely There 2 eyeshadow palette, and it looks beautiful. I tried one of their other palettes and didn't like it very much. This is like really extremely hard to get open. Okay, these colors look beautiful. I love that they're not too warm or too cool. It's like pretty neutral. There's some warmth to it, but overall it looks really pretty neutral. With this color right here, wow. Okay, so far I am impressed because I don't know if it's just the regular Barely There palette that I tried last time. I really can't remember, but I found that it like had no pigment. But this is pretty. Next we're gonna go in with just this little bit of a deeper, so we used this color, which was kind of a light, almost had like rose tones in it. Now we're gonna go for this one, which is like a little bit more tan, camel color. It's always like hit or miss with some of these drugstore palettes. Like either the mattes are phenomenal and the shimmers stink, or the shimmers are great and the mattes stink. So I'm really excited to try these shimmers out and we'll see how they apply. All right, so my battery died, so while I was waiting for it to charge, I did my bronzer, which is the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion in 15i. You guys know I use that all the time. My blush I used Impassioned from NARS, and then I started working on this eye to try to figure out what we're doing. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and we're gonna go in this inner corner and this outer corner. Now what I can say just from doing this other eye while I waited for my battery to charge, the lighter shades seem to have good pigment and blend really, really easily. These darker shades aren't nearly as pigmented. I'm gonna go in with this deep dark shade. Looks very dark, but really, look at that. Like there's just not a lot to it. Now it's called the Barely There palette. Maybe it's supposed to be that way, but I definitely figure that I'd get at least some pigment out of this shadow. Like I'm not even tapping off excess. I'm just like trying to get something to build. So this dark brown is like not my favorite. It's quite difficult to build up to any sort of intensity. So I did put this color on my lid on this eye, and there really wasn't much to it even with Fix Plus. So I'm gonna try to use this shade because I did go over this eye with another shadow that I'll show you in a moment. So I'm gonna take this bronzy shade and we'll try it first dry and then we'll try it wet. See, I'm just not wowed. Well, this one definitely works better than the other one. That taupey shade just like had hardly any pigment to it. And see if we can intensify it. This one's definitely more pigmented than that taupe shade that I put on this eye. But see, even look at with Fix Plus, I really feel like it didn't do a whole lot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we did on this eye, which was take this in Dew Drop from Colourpop. Now there is a lot of glitter fallout. I probably should be using a glitter glue instead of just Fix Plus, but I forgot to grab it, so we're gonna tap this on. I mean, look at how vivid that goes on, a lot brighter. The new Smashbox Always On liquid eyeliner in black. It is new and I'm excited. It's a felt tip and it went on pretty easily on that side. So far I really like it. It's very pigmented. And it doesn't go over super great on this shimmer. All right, let's go in with Gold Goddess from Stila on top, just to give it a little something extra. I'm just patting this. I just am like kind of underwhelmed with my eye look. For my highlights, since I didn't get to really like show this in my last Get Ready With Me, because I already had another highlight on. This is the Anastasia Amorese one. Amorese. And I'm just gonna use this brush here from Wet n Wild. It's the P65. And I'm gonna do this little action here. Like, look at that, it just looks wet. So pretty and metallic. Take this Becca palette. It's their new Ocean Jewels eye palette. And it's got a great mirror. And then it's got some really pretty shades. I'm actually gonna take that lighter shade for my brow bone highlight. And it's like a really nice matte bone shade. And I'm also gonna take that dark brown. Let's take that dark brown and see if we can deepen things up a little bit. Wow, that had a lot of pigment to it. Oh yeah, see, now that color is not playing around. This one is pigmented. That brown is nicely pigmented. And so let's just put black in my waterline. This Becca palette and take that dark brown. We're gonna smudge that on the lower lash line. All right, and then let's take that brush and let's do the more gold color in here. Treese Glam Doll Volumizing Primer. And it has argan oil, I think, in it. Triple boost with argan. We're gonna try this out with a mascara I already know that I like. If you have a favorite lash primer, what is it? What does it do to your lashes? How do you use it? What's your favorite combo? Let me know down in the comments below. Okay. All right, then we're gonna go in with the Voluminous Lash Paradise, which you guys know I love. I love it so much. If you don't want to spend the money on the Too Faced Better Than Sex, I think this is like a great alternative. Oh, I don't like what it did to my lashes. I feel like it made them very clumpy and it made them literally stick straight out. Like it took all the curl out of my lashes. And usually this mascara like does not droop my lashes, and my lashes are literally doing this. So I don't think I'm a fan of that primer. I'm gonna end up putting false lashes on anyway, so you know it's not the end of the world. Matte's It, which is from L'Oreal. It's like my favorite. Just picked this up at Sephora on my little birthday trip with Ted. This is the Buxom Vava Plump Taupe It Off. And I've seen a lot of people do sponsored videos on this, and I was like, oh, that color is so pretty. So I had to get it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like the perfect nude color for me. It'll be so interesting to see what makeup I like once my hair is blonde. I could wear a lot more like cool tones. I think it'll just be fun to switch it up, try new makeup with blonde hair. That lip, okay, it's got a little peppermint tingly, but it is, oh, I want to try more colors. It's so, so pretty. So I'm gonna pop on my lashes and then I'll hop back on and we'll recap everything we just went through. How many times are you guys gonna see me in a different black top in this video? My batteries keep dying. I don't know if one of my chargers isn't working, so it's like I'm charging it for like 10 minutes and then putting it in, trying to film. So it's like the world is working against me and I'm just trying to be a good YouTuber and film my videos, and it's making it really hard. Primers, I like them. I thought that the serum primer was really nice. Very lightweight, gives a slight glow, but it isn't too overly shimmery. Really inexpensive as well. I want to say it's like $10 or maybe a little bit less. So if you're looking for a new primer, I think this one's nice. It's only half an ounce, well, less than half an ounce, 0.47 fluid ounces. So most primers are 1 fluid ounce. This one is half of that, or a little less than half, but I do like it. It gives a nice, beautiful, light, subtle glow to the skin. Dr. Thomas Roth, this was a nice primer. It definitely kind of mattified my T-zone a little bit. I felt like it played well with my foundation. Sometimes mattifying primers, I have to be careful because they kind of start to pill on my skin. That one was extremely smooth, nice, pore filling. I like it. I would definitely recommend picking up the full size. Almay TLC foundation. The color was actually pretty good. I thought it might be a little light. It looks beautiful on the skin. You guys told me in the comments that you love it. I see why. I think it looks natural. It doesn't look heavy or cakey or makeup-y. It definitely looks really beautiful on the skin. I loved the way it blended in. Everything played nicely over it. The concealer, powder, all of that. Sometimes with foundations, when you add your concealer and your powder, it can start to cake up. It can start to look makeup-y. This looks stunning. I really like this foundation, so I would definitely recommend giving her a go. I always overlook Almay, so it's exciting to try something that is from a brand that I don't really try often, and I really like it. Like I said in the tutorial, it's okay. I don't know if I would reach for it that often just because I feel like I have other palettes similar. It kind of reminds me of the Lorac Unzipped palette or the Lorac Unzipped Gold, kind of a mixture of the both. Those ones I get just a lot more pigment out of. Granted, this is drugstore pricing. It's a little bit cheaper. I can't remember the exact price, but I'll try to link it in the video. But it's okay. The darker shades just aren't super pigmented for me, and the shimmers just don't give me enough like pow to where I don't know if I would reach for it often. If you like the more softer looks, then maybe you would like it. The lighter mattes blended beautifully. But that's kind of my thoughts on that palette. Ocean Jewels palette is nice. I love the big mirror. The dark brown in there is very pigmented. I really like that. The bone color was very nice for highlighting my brow bone. These two are pretty, but I don't find that they're super pigmented. I have tried this the other day, like I tried swatching them, and I don't find that they're overly pigmented. I actually read some reviews on this, and that was what a lot of people said, was it's not a super pigmented palette. It is obviously a lot more pricey. So this one is okay. I don't know if it's like gonna be a go-to palette. I have quite a few shadows that are this color from Makeup Geek and from MAC. So usually if I reach for this color, I'm gonna go for one of those like Blue Brown Pigment from MAC or Club from MAC. This is a really pretty shade, but also not entirely unique. I feel like I have quite a few shades that are this kind of iridescent purple. This color here is quite chunky, and then these are also just pretty basic colors. So it's a beautiful palette. I just don't think for me it's like a must-have. The Anastasia highlighter I think spoke for itself. Look at it, it's just like beaming. It's so incredibly beautiful. Definitely see what all the hype is about. Like I said, got mine at the Sephora in my JCPenney's. I think it's beautiful, and I would definitely recommend that. The Colourpop Luster Dust, they're pretty. They are very sparkly. There is a lot of fallout, so if you're gonna use these on your eyes, I'd probably recommend using it with a glitter glue. As for a highlight on your face, it is pretty. I have another video where I showed me putting it on. However, there's just a lot of sparkle. So if you do not like glitter, you won't like these. I think they're fun for the eyes, but they are gonna need some glitter glue. So I definitely recommend picking up some glitter glue if you want to use those on your eyes. If you're gonna put them on your cheeks, expect a lot of glitter all over your face. Primer is pass for me. It didn't really do anything for me other than make my lashes stick straight out. Maybe I used too much, but it's just like a one extra step that I don't really need in my makeup routine, and I've never really found a need for a lash primer. Again, I thought this was a mascara when I ordered it, and somehow I ended up picking out a primer. I don't know how I did that. This liner is really nice. It's nice and black. I feel like it's pretty matte. The only downside is if you're wearing a lot of shimmer, you're gonna have to go over it a couple times because it doesn't glide that nicely over shimmer. It's also a stiffer, firmer felt tip, so it doesn't really have a lot of bend to it, so you just have to be patient with that. But I think it's nice. I think it's a nice liner. Would I say you like need it? No, I think there's other ones that are just as nice. The Pro line from Wet n Wild is phenomenal. So there's other ones out there that I think are just as nice, if not nicer, and are less expensive. For my lips, 100% yes. This feels so comfortable. It gives me a nice, slight glossy sheen. It feels like butter on my lips. The little tingly mint thing goes away within like less than a minute. I don't think it plumps my lips by any means, but man, this color is phenomenal. If you've tried these, what colors do you like? I want more. I love this. This could become my favorite like liquid lipstick type product. It's absolutely gorgeous. A little setting spray. This is from Model's Own One Night Stand 2-in-1 Prime and Set Spray. Long lasting and hydrating. So since my skin's been a little dry, we're gonna give this a go. Oh, looks like a nice mist. It smells nice. It smells way nicer than the Makeup Revolution one that I tried, the Sport Fix. That one smelled like Windex. I don't know what this one smells like. It doesn't tell me what's in it, but it smells really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I changed my black shirt like a dozen times because I had a sweatshirt on, then I got too hot, then I put a different shirt on, and then I got too hot, and then I filmed my yoga club unboxing video, which this came in there. And so that's why that's on. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.